Well, hello and welcome back to another Pokemon Master video. It is finally the day where I'm gonna be attempting to do Flying Tower. Admittedly, I haven't cleared floor 30 at the time of recording this audio. I might not be able to do floor 30 with the characters on my account currently. I might need to wait until like a week later, or at least right now it's the 20th, which is the day of special costume Larry got reran, but I might wait until May 25th for Pokemon Master Day because they're going to extend Neo Champion's Charon's Sync Grid, which would make him a little bit stronger. And with that expansion of his Sync Grid, I believe that it should be strong enough to complete Pasio Tower on my account. And if not, then I have that mixed scout in which I can scout for a Variety Hilda for EX Flying Zone, and that would help me with the run. So like I said, at the time of recording this, I haven't completed the run, but I'm literally one floor away from 540. But huge disclaimer: I haven't even really talked about this or like uploaded a Pokemon Master video in quite a bit. So I just want to mention that there's actually been a huge news drop for Pokemon Masters in which they basically said that there's going to be more floors to Pasio Tower, which changes everything. I mean, that literally, in my opinion, changes everything. I'll make a whole video about it. I was supposed to make a whole celebration video clearing Pasio Tower, but instead of a celebration video, it's just going to be super sad, and yeah, it's going to be me complaining a little bit. A lot of it, I should say. So that's going to be released after I complete Pasio Tower and I get everything wrapped up. But I just want to mention that that you shouldn't be, like, literally all the Pokemon Master videos for Pasio Tower that I've done, in my opinion, I think they're all kind of worthless in the sense that it's not. I always recommend that you should upgrade your characters to complete Pasio Tower, not to complete like a certain floor, but you want to complete it all. And because they're going to release new floors, and because we don't know the difficulty of those floors or what it's going to be like, I recommend that you should kind of not aim to clear floor 30. You should aim to clear floor 40, which means that you might want to upgrade stronger characters or wait for stronger characters instead of trying to go for 30 right now. Because if you clear floor 30 now and you barely do it, then you probably won't be able to clear floor 40. And so try to like save resources and your time and just wait for the next expansion of Pasio Tower. In my opinion, all those Pasio Tower videos that I've posted are like completely kind of pointless, including this one. And yeah, that's again something I'll complain about in that video. But you know what? Right now the expansion of Pasio Tower hasn't released yet, so we're just going to talk about what is here, what's present, and yeah. So again, just it's hard to make these videos now that we know that there's going to be a Pasio Tower expansion, which again, like I said, literally changes everything, but it is what it is. I'll get to that when I get to that. But anyways, floors 21 to 29 of Flying Tower is the last tower that I have yet to complete, and I was just waiting for a really strong tank. Special costume Larry is the guy. I was scouting on the mixed scout specifically for special costume Larry, but then I saw that special costume Larry was gonna get reran at late May in the April data mine, and so I decided to wait until May 20th in order to scout for special costume Larry. The reason why special costume Larry is super strong in Flying Tower is because he is just a great tank. You know, Flamigo has the potions, has the resistance to damage when there is Flying Zone, has self healing, has healing when Flamigo gets hit with a sync move. Right, so there's a lot of things going for tanking abilities. Flamigo can also raise defense and lower attack of the enemies, which means that yeah, you're just really tanking those hits. Not only that, but he can also flinch. He can flinch, which again can save you on HP because you'll be taking less hits and you'll be able to do more moves. And he also raises evasiveness. So like, on at least floors 21 to 29, which you see in this video, that evasiveness being raised really matters and it really helps him tank a lot of hits. Evasiveness literally doesn't matter on floor 30, and so That's why it's like, okay, if evasiveness doesn't matter on floor 30, then doesn't matter on floors 31 to 40. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, again, it changes everything. And more floors past changes everything. That's gonna be the theme of this video, and so I want you to be careful when you roll for these. If you're interested in special costume Larry, I'll be careful, because sure, he might be really strong even up until 430, but is he going to be good enough for 440? You know, that's the struggle with talking about characters now, or making Pasio Tower videos, because like we don't know if this is good enough for 440, so shouldn't even be advertising special costume Larry to you, right? So he has great tanking abilities, but another thing that is really important about special costume Larry is that he has the flying zone. He's able to summon flying zone a total of 4 times. The first time he summons it, so he has it on 3 out of 5 copies. He has Synchro Tile, which makes it reset his buddy move, which is his buddy move is the move that causes the flying zone. Also raises evasiveness and lowers the enemy's attack, right? But that move is super strong because you use it once before you sync with him, and then you can use it. Then once you sync with him, it refreshes, and so you can use that buddy move 2 more times, which that's 3 times. He also has the field roll, or is it the field EX roll? Well, he has a field whenever he syncs. He summons the field. I think it's an EX roll. He summons flying zone. So that's 4 times. So that's super strong for Larry. And that flying zone is what helps your other characters do the damage. So Larry not only is a great tank, but he also facilitates damage on your other characters. And yeah, so that's basically talking about special costume Larry. I think I probably used Altaria in the first few battles in this video. And Altaria, if you have Altaria at 5 out of 5 copies, or you have her super awakened, she can be serviceable. But special costume Larry is just better because he summons flying zone. If you have other ways of summoning flying zone, for example, you have Arc Suit Ethan, or you have Variety Hilda, then special costume Larry loses a little bit of value, in which case maybe you want to use a super awakened Gym Scout Winona, but because I don't I don't have a good flying zone setter, I need special costume Larry in order to improve my damage, right? The other main support character on this run, and hopefully I'll be able to use her on floor 30, is Academy Perrin. I was very high up on Academy Perrin when she came out, and I literally even made a video saying that I was Academy Perrin believer, and I believe that she was gonna greatly help me in Pasio Tower. Hopefully she can help me clear it, but again, I've yet to do floor 30, so I'm not sure if she will be able to help me clear it. But she helped me clear floors 21 to 29, so she definitely is the real deal. She basically, her main thing is that she reduces the sync move countdown by a bunch. Her trainer move, which can refresh, reduces it by 1, and so you get like a bunch of refreshes there, or a bunch of sync move lowering there. Her Paldea Circle also lowers the sync move countdown by 1, and so that's super strong as well. And she also had the sprint EX roll. No, she has the sprint normal roll. So she normally has sprint. And she greatly lowers the sync move countdown with that. Not only that, but she flinches. So she has the aerial ace, which is like a 30% flinch. And then she has her buddy move, which is a 100% AoE flinch. So, in a sense, flinching helps reduce the sync move countdown because you're able to input a lot of moves before the enemy input moves. So Perrin is just really good at helping you crank out a bunch of sync moves, especially with her buddy move. Another thing that's important about the flying team that I realized, I was kind of greedy with my Perrin, and I tried to delay using Paldea and Circle, because the later I summon the Circle and fight, the more damage I can do later on in the fight to take advantage of sync move buffs. But the thing about Paldea Circle is that her Paldea Circle also raises the speed for your whole party by 2, which means that she is super strong for being able to keep the move gauge going. I noticed that with Charon and with what's it called, special costume Larry, that you use a lot of sync moves, or I'm sorry, you use a lot of move gauge. All right, you run out of move gauge really quickly, and so being able to raise speed early on in the fight is super good. Also, Perrin needs to use the Paldea Circle in order to be able to use her AoE flinch move, that Zen Headbutt Buddy move. And so using the Paldea Circle earlier on in the fight, just to unlock that, buddy move so that you use it at a good timing, is important too. So I'd recommend not getting too greedy with the Paldea Circle. Use it early in order to get your speed buffs and to get your opening of the buddy move for the Zen Headbutt. Final thing about Perrin is that she does quadruple damage for her first sync move, which is, she can do huge sync move damage even if you don't have EX Flying Zone, as long as you land a crit. She does have a sync move, she does have a sync grid tile for like 100% crits when she syncs, but I just like to roll the dice and not unlock that tile. It's still a decent chance that she still flinches, but it's not 100% if you set her up how I set her up. But she is able to just do a bunch of sync move damage later on in the fight, especially if you have Flying Zone active and Paldea Circle active. Again, it's hard to decide if you want to be greedy with it, because again, the longer you wait on her sync move, the more you can take advantage of sync move buff. That being said though, I think she has the support EX roll, and so if you sync with her early, you'll be taking advantage of the support EX, or the support, 6-star support, or it says support EX roll. You'll be taking advantage of that in the sprint, being able to reduce sync move countdown by 3. And so I noticed that using her sync move a little bit earlier on in the fight, you don't need to use it toward the end of the fight, but using it like, you don't need to use it at the end of the fight, but towards the end of the fight, if you use it, then you'll be able to take advantage of that, sync move buff, as well as the sprint effect, right? And it does a ton of damage. So I think that, yeah, using her sync move a little bit early is not bad. So those are the two support characters, and then after that, we just have our damage characters. So for the physical floors, I'm using Anniversary Steven. Again, Anniversary Steven is, so the thing is about Perrin is I wasn't sure if I can complete floor 27 with Perrin, because I literally haven't seen a clear with Academy Perrin, with Anniversary Steven, with Rayquaza, and Special Costume Larry. Alright, even I've been checking ever since Special Costume Perrin has dropped. Not Special Costume Perrin, but Academy Perrin dropped. I've always checked for 427 if anyone has cleared it with this team, because that's the team I'm planning on using for floor 27. But I literally have not seen a single replay, at least in the in-game. Maybe someone else has already made a YouTube video about it, or something like that. But at least from what I've seen, I'm like one of the only person who has cleared it with Anniversary Rayquaza, or Anniversary Steven, Academy Perrin, and Special Costume Larry. And honestly, that battle wasn't even that bad. Basically, when you're using Rayquaza on the floors where you need to do physical damage, you just want to take advantage of his buffs. So raise his special attack, raise his crit, raise his attack, and then keep using his Dragon Ascent to raise his defense. Keep in mind that you do have some support characters, so Special Costume Larry at 3 out of 5 copies, he is able to fully raise your Rayquaza's attack using the Air Slash, or whatever his move is. I forgot what it is, but it raises everyone's attack and special attack by 1 every time he uses that attack. And so you're able to fully raise your Rayquaza's attack even if you don't get an X attack refresh. Special Costume Larry also raises evasiveness, which again is more stats for Rayquaza. I mentioned this because even though Rayquaza doesn't take advantage of like special attack and stuff, you want to raise his stats because he does more damage when his stats are raised. And then alongside that, Special Costume, or not Special Costume, but Academy Perrin also raises speed. I mentioned earlier, she raises speed with her Paldea Circle. So there you go, you get more stats to be raised for your Rayquaza. And so that team just has decent synergy because you can raise Rayquaza's stat by a bunch. And his sync move, you have to have him at like, I had to have him at 4 out of 5 copies to make sure that his sync move does enough damage. But if you have him at 4 out of 5 copies, you're able to just select all the sync grid damage tiles, and he just does pretty decent sync move damage. Despite having a bunch of sync move damage tiles, Anniversary Steven just does potato damage, simply because his attack stats super low. That's the problem with early Master Fairs, is that the early Master Fairs stats are just awful. I mean, it's the same thing with Anniversary N. Even though Anniversary N is decent, but Rayquaza also got unlucky with the field EX roll. If he had, for example, the Tech EX roll, that would make him significantly better. But having the field EX roll isn't the greatest. It's nice having Flying Zone active. Actually, I think Flying Zone ran out during floor 27. And so again, having the extra Flying Zone being summoned with his Sync move is nice. But again, the battle would have ended earlier if he had a Tech EX roll. So there you go, Steven. Obviously, you have Variety Lance. Variety Lance is just significantly better. And I have seen a bunch of Variety Lance with Academy Perrin, with whatever flying support character you choose to use. I've seen a lot of those, but I haven't seen my particular clear. And right now, it's in the end. It's, at least at the time of recording this, it was in the in-game replay. Not sure if they'll keep it, but yeah, if you want to see my clear with the floor 27. And then the final one is Neo Champion Charon. So I use him as the main damage for floors in which I need to use special damage, and in floors where the enemy needs to be inflicted by stats conditions. You know, he's a very basic unit. Basically, he just does AoE damage. He's not really anything special. Honestly, you don't even need to use his trainer move. I always start the battle using his trainer move, but honestly, you might want to save that in order to, you know, save that special up next effect for the end of the fight. But I always use it early just because I'm low on move gauge, because again, I haven't raised my speed with Paldea Circle with Perrin. But he just does a bunch of AoE damage. One of his sync grid tiles is either Discombobulate 4 or something like that, where he's able to confuse the enemy 50% of the times when he hits them, which if it confuses one enemy, or it confuses all three of them. But that's how you inflict stat conditions using Flying Team. You know, if you don't have Arc Suit Ethan, who paralyzes all the enemies, you have to Discombobulate them with Neo Champion Charon. There's other ways, but with my setup is the Discombobulate, the lowering of the accuracy. Not lowering, but lowering of it actually. It's confusing them with Charon. Also, you have to be careful that when they recover from confusion, that they don't get the status condition notification effect. You want to make sure that you flinch them at good timing. So with Academy Perrin, I make sure that I flinch them at a good timing, so that when they recover from flinch, then they get that stat condition shield, and then by the time that stat condition shield fades, or their confusion fades before that stat condition shield fades, in which means that I can inflict them with confusion later on in the fight, and I don't need to just wait for the stat condition shield to disappear from their confusion clearing up. Does that make sense? You want to make sure that they get that shield early from flinching them, so that when they recover from confusion, that you can confuse them shortly after. That's very important on floor 29. I think I got lucky with the confusion not wearing out soon for all my fights, so I got pretty lucky there. But again, it's just because you can guaranteed flinch them with Academy Perrin, you kind of want to artificially confuse them and give them that stat condition field from the flinching instead of from the confusion, because if they get it from the confusion, then you're going to be spending a lot of empty turns doing no damage. And then of course for floors that I need to do special damage, then Charon is just normal, right? I don't even really need Discombobulate on those floors. Charon also lowers their accuracy, which again, lowering their accuracy paired with Special Costume Larry, raising your evasiveness, means that floors 21 to 27, or I should say floors 1 to 29, you're able to dodge a lot of attacks. So it's very strong to have that lowering of accuracy with Charon. Of course, that's going to be useless on floor 30. And so, you know, you have to change your sync grid accordingly. And that's basically it. That's it. Again, there's a lot of different characters and different things that you can use for Flying Tower, and even if you wait 5 more days after I upload this video, Neo Champion Charon gets a sync grid expansion. There also might be data mine. So this again, so there's a lot of things that flying tower you can use in it, and that's just my setup. Again, I'll try to do floor 30. We'll see if I can. I might not be able to do floor 30, so you might be seeing this video and the next day might not be floor 30, but it should be coming soon. And then again, I'll talk about my whole Pasio Tower run thus far, because even though I may have completed 540 floors, technically I haven't completed Pasio Tower yet because we're gonna add more floors, and so you have to, yeah, that changes everything. You have to kind of plan for that, and that is where it is. So thank you for watching, you beautiful where you are, and hopefully I'll catch you soon in Flying Tower floor 30, and then I'll make that huge video about how new floors change everything, which means that don't copy any of my runs because they're basically all useless, because you want to plan for floor 40, you don't want to plan for floor 30, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, it's weird. Did I do my closing? Thanks for watching, you beautiful the way you are, and I'll catch you in the next one, if I haven't done my closing already.
What did you learn from this battle? May the best trainer win. Now! How's this? Nothing special. Give me a nice expression! Go! Now! Now! There! There! Now!
Give me a nice expression! Take this!
Now! Go! Now! This is it! There! Go! Now! This is it! There!
Not so strong, but don't hold back!
A loss is a loss. Well, what did you learn from this battle?
I'll show you my power! Right! Everyone!
Here goes. Nothing special.
Give me a nice expression! Leave this to me!
Now!
Go for it!
There! best and won it all. did you learn from this battle?
Let's turn up the heat! Observe!
How's this? Nothing special.
Give me a nice expression.
There.
Do it for me!
Now. There. Leave it to me. There.
Give me a nice expression.
Do your best! Let's do this! Got this!
Now. There.
Give me a nice expression.
Here! Got this!
Now. Now.
Do it for me!
There.
Not so strong, but don't hold back.
There.
Get him!
Good.
There!
There.
Onward!
Good.
What can we learn from this? Well, what did you learn from this battle?